Hi everybody, Tim Bartz here, McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas. We're going to talk about a very special build that we've been doing for several years, but it's going to be even better this year. 2024 F-150 has been enhanced for this year. We're going to talk about this lightning bolt package on this. You know, it's the tribute to the old Lightning in the past, but even better on this. And so we're going to go over this build with you. But first what we want to do, let's talk about what's comes straight from the factory. And we're going to use this truck over here because we have 3 of these here, different parts of the process. And so this one's probably the most beginning part of the process. So we're going to go over how these are going to come from the factory. Now, Ford has done a great thing. They have left the regular cab on the F-150. You know, all the other manufacturers are going to that. Ford, you can get a regular cab on an XL trim. And I think it's great because not only did they do that, but they made the 5.0 liter V8 engine standard equipment on this. So at $38,000, $38,500, it's going to come with the V8 engine, and it's also going to come with the 373 electronic locking gear ratio, whether you're 2-wheel drive or 4x4. Now this one happens to be a 4x4 we're going to do one of these builds on, and it actually has a sticker of 43,690, so that's kind of the difference between 4-wheel drive and 2-wheel drive there. Now these come very well equipped, so not only have they enhanced the front, let's maybe talk about that first, is this grille. So the new grille for this year on the XL has that coast-to-coast grille, which I really like this grille, and I love the orange, the amber here for those lights there, and kind of darked out lens in here, standard equipment, because they know people are wanting to make a nice special build out of these. Also, the upgraded logo for this year. It is no longer the chrome look there. It is now the darker blue and the white. So really enhanced, changed that as well for this year. Bumpers are all new as well, and this one actually is painted, but they come black. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. But so really well equipped. What I like about this F-150 is now has so much more standard equipment. So we're talking Bliss with cross traffic alert is now standard equipment on these. Also the rear view camera and the reverse sensing standard equipment on these XLs, as well as your class 4 receiver hitch with 4-pin and 7-pin wiring. All standard equipment on these, and of course all the pre-collision assist and everything else. But what's really nice is even on the inside, they haven't cheapened it up whatsoever. Nice cloth seats come with these. Of course, we're gonna be doing something special with those in just a little bit. But what you see is the bigger screens. That's what we've lacked in the Lightning Bolt build in the past. Now we have the nice 2 big screens on this. 12-inch productivity screen, standard equipment. That's what you see through the steering wheel. And then the big touch screen in the center stack is also a 12-inch touch screen, which last year you had to go to XLT 302A equipment group to get that big screen. Now standard equipment on the XL as well. So very well equipped from the factory. But what are we going to do as part of this build? I got Blake Cormack here from Aftermarket, from McArthur Performance, sorry. Just will be Ford Performance.
Might as well be.
Blake, go over this build. Tell us what you're doing. And there's some things you're doing differently this year than last year. So enlighten us a little bit.
So absolutely. Thank you, Tim Bartz, for going over that. That's a great factory package from Ford. They have really helped us out this year. The biggest things we fought over the last few years with Ford is going from the 8-inch screen to the 12-inch screen. And that is phenomenal. So thank you, Tim, for going over all that information. So behind me is exactly how if you ordered an XL F-150, that is how it will come from factory. You get the black bumpers, the steely wheels, no window tint, no bed liner. That is exactly how it looks when it comes off the truck. It's still at that is a great vehicle. Now come on over. Like Tim said, we've been doing this for almost 10 years already. With that being said, as we do it, just like Ford, we make corrections, we make improvements to our build, so that way it gives the customer the best possible ride quality on these vehicles. So come on in close. We'll show you the difference between the lowering kits we use. We use an IHC lowering kit that is made in Texas. The reason we go with that is it retains almost all your Ford OEM parts. And I will show you exactly here what we change out and why we do it. The biggest thing is that we cover everything 3-year and 36,000 miles on it. The way we do that is we retain as much factory parts and components as possible. So to start with, here is your upper control arm from Ford. Here's the lower one. It is much stronger, much beefier. It is powder coated. All the parts are powder coated to keep everything from rusting, keep everything sealed. You can tell in the lower control arm how much better quality and how much stronger it is to hold up. So the way this works, as you can tell, right up close, the upper control arm, you can tell where it's at. The way we get the 3.5 drop from IHC is we replace it. That drops everything down almost 3 inches. Now, we do not change the factory coil in the shock, in the strut. What we do is, this drops everything down. We take the factory strut and shock out and we put it back into place. So that way it retains your OEM ride quality, it retains the 336 from Ford, and that way anything else 3-year, 36,000 miles is 100% taken by us. Everything does come, you can kind of tell, I didn't install them, but you can kind of tell the holes here with greasable joints. So that way if you ever hear a squeak or anything like that, instead of having sealed components, they do greasable circs. So that way you can maintain the vehicle and retain the ride quality. So now I'll show you the lower. Here's the lower. You can tell how much bigger this thing is. Now when it drops, you can tell how much lower that thing comes on down here. So that is how we achieve the 3.5 drop. Now IHC also offers a 4.6 drop. It is the same kit. We just make some minor adjustments to get the extra inch of lowering on the vehicle. So now we'll head to the back and show you exactly what we do in the rear of the truck to achieve the 5-inch drop. So here's how everything comes from Ford. You get your factory shock, your spring. We keep it very, very simple. So what we do is it's called a flip kit. You take your springs from this side on the upper side of the axle and you flip them to the lower side, and that gets all your drop. Now, to get the rest of it, your springs obviously change the way they arc and they change the way they ride. So back here in the back, it's called a shackle. The shackle we change out, it's a 1-inch lift shackle. And that makes everything stay where it needs to be. And that also keeps your driveline in angle, so that way you don't get any rumbling under. Everything rides smooth, there's no rumbling, it drives great. And that's how we achieve the IHC 3.5 lowering kit. Now let's come over here. So that is step 1 of building these lightning bolts. We're going to go to step 2. So step 1 was doing all the lowering, the alignment, getting it all ready to go. We come next. The next thing we do, which some people do and some people don't, we take those black bumpers off and we take them to our body shop. We use a waterborne base paint just like Ford does. And we go ahead and camera the paint to match the bumpers. The reason we use factory cameras is because the factory paint code, there can be variations in it. So we take about a $30,000 camera the paint, so that way when we paint them, it is a absolutely perfect match, as you can tell, every single time. There's no variation. So once we go to there, we can check it out. We go, and this is your finished product. We throw the Dub Baller gloss black 22-inch wheels underneath of it. It's a plus 31 offset. It's a 22x9. We made a contract with Dub Baller to do special runs with us. So we can get gloss black, and we have coming up some brush. That was the more retro style from Ford with the brushed 17s and 16s that came back in the day. So we have those coming in as well. Then we come back here. We throw our Vortex spray and bed liner in the vehicle. That it comes with a lifetime warranty. That way if it peels or anything happens, it fades, it is all 100% taken care of by us. We're going to walk around the back side and just do a 360. The one thing that I don't know if Tim mentioned or not, Ford did change up their emblems on the new 24s, which I think is a killer design. They did the blue with white, and it looks phenomenal. So part of the lightning bolt package is we want to finish the whole truck. We want to make sure the customer has the best full complete package the second they drive off the lot, and that way they're taken care of. We go ahead and do the black F-150 fill-in tailgate badges, and we'll come back this way. We do our lightning bolt bedside custom graphics that are designed in-house by our Sign Pro company that we have. We do our MBRP side exit dual exhaust. Now in the years past, they've had a lot of noise and rumbling because it's we got a short cab here, right? So there's going to be a lot of noise. There's going to be a lot of rumbling and grumbling. So what we did to help offset that is on the inside here, we also offer undercoating, and it's a sound deadening material. So now when you get in these vehicles, there's no droning and there's very little road noise in the new 24 F-150s. And I will say also, Ford on the inside of their vehicle, they have definitely upped their seals all the way around the door. That also helps give it a nice ride quality. Now we're coming to the inside. We go ahead and put our custom lightning bolt heated and suede seats in here with leather, with our custom design across it. And we want to make sure, you know, in years past, the customer is just looking here and just has nothing to really look at. So come on in close. We go ahead and put a graphic here on the dash, so that way the customer has something kind of cool to look at, gives them something different. And we go ahead and put everything with a stainless steel badge on there as the VIN number, and that way you know exactly what we got was Long McArthur Performance. So with that being said, here is the complete package. Everything is backed with 336 here at Long McArthur Performance. We want to make sure we give you the peace of mind and that you are taken care of. So here it is. And now, Tim, as you guys can tell,
Price.
What do we got it right now, buddy?
$49.9 is what I've been told.
Are you out of your mind?
Yeah.
$49.9? Yes, it is $49.9. If you go to the 4x4 that is in production right now, it is what? $54.9.
$54.9.
So it's just the price difference in the, basically the four-wheel drive system. Now, we also have them at $49.9. If you go on eBay, you can click buy it now. We will ship it anywhere in the US for you. So you don't have to be local. We want to make sure that every customer in the US actually owns one of these days. So that would be great. They also come with certificate of authenticity. So that way, if you have any warranty issues, the VIN matches in our system. You can call us anytime, 24/7, message us, whatever it is, and we will make sure you're taken care of. So as you can tell here in the background, it looks pretty clean in here for a service department.
Yeah, we're in this new, this is new part of the...
It is. So Long McArthur Performance is expanding. We have almost 60 of these right now in production. So we have to have space to serve the customers and making sure everything's taken care of, right? So here we have a brand new 9,000 square foot building with state-of-the-art technology in it, all brand new rotary lifts, all brand new exhaust fans. This brand new building with a 4-post rack, heating, air, making sure our techs stay nice and cool at 70 degrees year round. It is the state-of-the-art facility here just for Long McArthur Performance. We want to make sure that we're always here to serve the customers, and we have a lot coming up too.
So all the builds are done right here at Long McArthur, other than maybe the seats.
Yes.
Maybe. But
yes,
everything else, everything you talked about is going to be done right here, in-house. And we have some, I heard a rumbling of something about an R.
There's
See
a few.
what I did there?
Yeah, I see what you did there. So we have a few things, some more F-150s coming in production. We got some more LMPs coming in production.
Okay.
Ford Performance did release a supercharger, so I can't spill the beans too much on that, on what it's going to go on.
But we can expect something in the near future.
Oh yeah, in the next 60 to 90 days, I would expect something pretty fresh out here. I will say also with here at Long McArthur, we also make sure everything is tuned. So when we do that, we want to make sure that the vehicle leaves and that it has full warranty and making sure we can always support the customer.
So all that's all done and certified, and you don't have to have any issues, any codes going off or anything?
No codes, so hopefully not. Fingers crossed.
So, all right, and then we're not, on top of that, Long McArthur Performance is also RTR and Roush dealer?
We are certified RTR and Roush dealer. I heard you went down and saw Von Gittin at the RTR factory itself.
Yep.
I don't know if our facility is as nice as theirs, but we'll keep up with them. And yes, Roush, we've been with Roush for over 20 years. So we were one of Roush's first dealers in the Midwest. We helped them design the actual first XLT 302A because originally they only wanted to do Lariats. So when they started doing off-road trucks, we got them hooked on the 302 packages. So that was really something I was enlightened that by our Roush rep and our general manager that we helped them 20 years ago kind of get on the F-150.
I know they've been talking to us about Maverick stuff.
Yeah.
Because they know we're a Maverick dealer.
Yeah.
So we'll see if anything comes to that. But
we still have a few Mavericks, right?
Yeah, we still have a few. People want to have some fun stuff with those. But coming up, I think we'll be able to we might have something in the works about the new F-150 that Roush has coming out.
Yes, here in the near future, Roush is going to launch a new 24 F-150, and I think it is the best design by far I think they've came out with in many years.
Yeah.
So start to finish.
So we'll take a look at. We have some of those on order already.
We do.
Right?
We do. We could pre-order some.
So we got some of those. So if you're wanting a Roush F-150, if maybe lowering isn't it, you want something lifted, then we got some Roushes that you could put your hands on and custom your build. We already have how we can get them built and everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they can contact us and we can do that as well.
Yep. So nice thing here at Long McArthur is that everything's done in-house. Just want to wrap it up. Everything's done in-house, 336 warranty, and we're ready to rock and roll for the customer.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Pretty excited about this year's because, you know, one of the things that I like about this lightning bolt for this year is there's a couple things you can't get on anywhere else. And that is, those seats are custom for us, right?
Yep, 100%.
That is our design. We work with them, and it's proprietary, and they will not sell that to anybody else.
They will not.
So if you want that seat, you have to get it from us, which probably we can make something work on there. Also, these wheels. So I heard they maybe discontinued these wheels.
They did discontinue. Dub Baller did discontinue the 5-spoke gloss black and brushed. We knew early on in 2024 that we wanted to build a bunch of these trucks, so we reached out to Dub, and they brought it back in stock for us. So we have hundreds and hundreds of wheels coming in just for us to use here at Long McArthur. Now, I know some people have had some questions and concerns about, well, what's warranty on it? Still warranty, because we'll make sure you're taken care of at the end of the day, no matter what the issue is.
All right.
And real quick, I forgot to mention, on the wheels, the nice thing is we use locking lug nuts. The locking code's in the door panel. So that way when the truck leaves here, if you ever lose the locking lug, it is stamped right in the inside of that door panel for you.
All right. Cool, cool. All right. Always thinking about the customer is what I like
Yes.
that we do here at Long McArthur. So pretty cool build and nice facility. And yeah, so it's pretty awesome. So it's a perfect timing to kind of launch the lightning bolt for this year. We have some already built. We have, well, this one built.
Yeah, this one's complete.
We have about 3 others built in different colors.
Yep.
And you said 60 in the works?
We have 60 in the works. We have 32 sitting on our lot, getting ready to go into production as we speak. This shop just opened up yesterday. We did the ribbon cutting here at Long McArthur Performance in Long McArthur. They did the ribbon cutting yesterday. So hopefully our production is going to speed up quite a bit now with 12 bays, 9,000 square feet.
Well, we need to get out of the way so they can get in here and start working on these here so they can get these done. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks, Blake, for the walk around on these and the facility. Thank you guys for watching the video. Until the next one, stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself, and we'll see you on the next video.